Keep it going for Jessica Alanis.
I love a table set for one because it feels very right for me. Feels on brand. Have you all heard recently people have started to give themselves like superpowers where they take like an insecurity they have and like something that might be embarrassed about and make it like a superpower? No one goes to yoga and hang out with white women? No one? You haven't heard this? Well, that's what it is, so now you can go to yoga. You're welcome. I've thought about it, and for me, my superpower is that I'm Mexican, but I look like a white woman who has like a gold star membership to Starbucks. Like I say things like, let's skedaddle. That's what I've got going on. I did not realize so many people thought I was white until I moved to LA. I got here and people were like talking to me about their chakras. I was like, what? Are you saying chanclas? What? So weird. I think I look Mexican. I've got, brown hair. I wear hoop earrings. I've got eyes that say, like, I'm so nice, but I will stalk your location and call you 49 times in a row. By 50, I'm like, I've already keyed your car. Teehee. They always ask, they'll be like, well, what part of Mexico is your family from? And I'm like, that's a great question. We're from the Texas part. We're from that part of Mexico. Or they'll be like, well, do you speak Spanish? And I'm like, yeah, when I'm drunk. How else would I order dos mas tequilas? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I got it. I don't know, one time on Hinge, a guy did ask me if English was my second language. So like, I give off Spanish speaker vibes, I guess, right? He later clarified, though, it was because I spelled so many words wrong in such a short amount of time that he was like, I just assumed you didn't grow up with the language. I was like, well, I am bilingual. I speak English and disappointing men. I'm fluent in both of those, I'm what people will affectionately call a no sabo kid. Just me, is that? Okay. What it means is it's someone who doesn't speak Spanish, but they do have a Spanish attitude. Like my words are in English, but my temper is saying, don't make me call my cousins. That's what a no sabo kid is. So yeah, that's my superpower. But I mean, why be invisible when you can be white, right? Like, feels good. I am on Hinge, I'm dating right now, and dating is such a trial and error thing. It's so people tell you what kind of partner you should look for, they give you advice, and then it ends up differently, People will tell me, Jessica, you should date someone who's a CEO type, someone who drives a Tesla, plays racquetball, knows the difference between affect and effect, that kind of person, who can spell Wednesday without saying Wednesday. That's who you should go for. And I try, dude, I really do try. I miss the mark a little bit. The guys I date are the guys who join the military to help pay for college. And by college, they mean child support. The ones who say cute things like, I got a BMW, a big Mexican weenie. That's who I take home to my mom. The ones who drive the old Honda Civics where the hood of the car is a different color than the rest of the car. That's me in the passenger seat. That's where I sit. I give people the benefit of the doubt. I really do. You would say things like, oh, he's emotionally unavailable. And I'm like, no, he's the strong and silent type. They'll say, he's dishonest. And I'm like, no, he's a creative writer, an artist, okay? He's got 5 girlfriends, so he's good at time management. That's a 5-star recruit, babe, come on. I think it's because it's what I tell myself. I'm like, I'm not stubborn with toxic tendencies. I'm independent. It works both ways. No, dating is fun. I think I'm kind of a first responder for single men. I'm the person who shows up at the scene, ready to help. I'll give you CPR, a crazy, problematic relationship. I've got that. And then I'll send you on your way to get married. That's what I offer. I have had people, they tell me, dating, dating's a great second job, right? It's a lot of fun sometimes, but it does get a little difficult for sure. Anybody single here? Am I like just talking to myself? Like, am I the only single person here? Okay. Just want to make sure you guys are like relating, right? Like to the struggle out here. No, my family does get a little concerned because according to Mexican math, I should be like a little bit further towards the Mexican American dream, you know? Which is the dream of having a husband, 4 kids, 2 baby daddies, an EBT card, and a house where we hang the Christmas lights up all year round. That's the dream that I'm kind of missing out on, but I'm getting there. I'm trying. I really am trying, but those BMWs don't get you that far, I promise. I'm not one to really give people advice on things, but I will say, I think women should be a little bit more accepting of men sending them dick pics. And hear me out, because nothing makes you more, like, you know, excited than getting one from a guy and leaving him on red. That's how we help men get their superpowers, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's do our part to give them their little insecurities. All right, I'm Jessica Alanis. You guys have been great. Thanks.